guys, what is up? It is Snitchery. How are you doing? It has been so long since I sat down and filmed a video. Life has just whirlwinded me. Not a phrase. Over the past month, everything has just been so crazy. I kind of hit a post-Halloween slump, I think. I didn't even realize how long it had been since I'd uploaded a video on YouTube, and I really want to apologize for you guys, or to you guys, I should say. I feel like I've gotten my mojo back. I'm back home in Virginia where I really have the chance to rest up and only create awesome content for you guys. So if you're still here, thank you for sticking around. If you're new to this channel, I promise I'm not always in such poor form. If you want to subscribe, if you enjoyed this video, the subscribe button is right there. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning back in to another video. Today, I'm going to be talking about my tattoos and the new ones that I haven't been able to talk about on my channel because they're new. I'm also going to be doing a makeup tutorial because this video is sponsored by makeup.com. Now, I'm obsessed with makeup.com. I've worked with them in the past. They are a site where you can essentially go on and read all about current trends that are happening. You can shop for awesome products. It's kind of one of the best ways to keep your thumb on the pulse of the industry, I found, and figure out what's trendy right now. I'll definitely leave a link to the description if you guys want to check them out. They're an awesome site, and since I've started working with them, I have absolutely fallen in love with the site. First, I'm gonna go ahead and prep my skin. Then we'll talk about tattoos, and then I'll do my makeup, okay? So today I'm gonna be using all Lancome products. If you haven't heard about Lancome somehow, they're a makeup company. They are legendary, they're incredible. I'm sure if for some reason your brain isn't registering the name, then you've seen the packaging because it's pretty iconic. Oh, also, I've already obviously done my eyebrows. They looked really good earlier today, and I took off all my makeup because I wanted to film this video, and also I didn't like my makeup, but I liked my brows, so they're still here, sorry. So to prep my skin, I have this moisturizer here. It's a mouthful. It's called Regenerate Lift Multi-Action Ultra Sunscreen Broad Spectrum Firming and Dark Spot Correcting Moisturizer. And I've just been using this as my daily moisturizer because it kind of covers all my bases. I'm just gonna pop some on. I used to be really bad about, my hair's gonna get in the way, isn't it? I used to be really bad about putting on sunscreen. I really just didn't care about it, and then I realized that that was actually so ridiculous, and so now I really hunt for moisturizers with sunscreen in them and SPF. I apologize for this every time I film a video, but I am sorry my lip is so chapped. My lips are always chapped in the winter. They're large, and I'm really bad about chapstick, so sorry. As I always do when my lips are really chapped, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my lipstick. I know that's gonna drive some people absolutely bonkers. However, I use powder foundation, and you guys will see it really doesn't matter what order I do my steps in as far as my face makeup goes, and I don't like looking at chapped lips when I'm editing. So most of the products I'm using here are part of the Lancome holiday collection for 2018. This was sent to me. The theme is Starlight Sparkle. Everything is gorgeous, and you guys will see even in the packaging. So this is the lipstick I'm going to be using. You guys see how sparkly that is? I don't even know if the camera is picking up on how pretty it is. It also, Lancome has one of my favorite lipstick packagings because you press it and it pops out. I just think that gets me going. So this is their hydrating shaping lip color in the shade Caprice. I haven't gotten the chance to use this because I wanted the first time I used it to be on camera, but I've already used the other lipsticks in the collection, so I know I like the formula. Is it pretty? I think it's pretty. I'm currently blonde. This is a wig. For those of you who, like me, this is the first video you've ever seen of mine, but my actual hair is blonde as well, and I'm so into reds. So this is a cream formula. It's not going to dry down to a matte, but it's going to be super hydrating on your lips. At least the other colors I used were. I'll let you guys know if anything changes with this color. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into some of my new tattoos. I have two completely new ones. A lot of my tattoos that I talked about in past videos weren't finished and stuff like that. So I'm going to be doing updates on the ones that you actually haven't seen completed, and then the two new ones that I've gotten this past month. So first things first, I do want to talk about my sleeve because I've actually never come on here and shown you guys my completed sleeve. Last time when I filmed a video talking about my tattoos, I know that I hadn't finished all the red portions on my sleeve, and it looks so much more complete this way. It's also been healed for 4 months now? I want to say 4 months. So it's all healed up. This is what it's going to look like until it starts fading with age. So this is my sleeve. You can see there's a snake head, and then it comes up and around, goes underneath. I've never actually been able to trace the entire snake, but like I said, last time I showed you guys, none of this was done, none of the under part, so it looked much more unfinished. It also comes up here. This is where I had a tattoo that was a snake. So I had to get a sleeve to cover it, and I'm obsessed with it. I can't imagine now my body without having a full Japanese sleeve and chest panel. It comes in pretty far. We also hadn't, I don't think, added the speckling. You can see there's a little speckling on the snake. My tattoo artist, Fran, who is spectacular, if you're interested in getting any Japanese work done, asked if I wanted to add it. And I was like, oh, I trust you, do whatever you want. And I ended up loving it. Got it done at Stay Humble in Baltimore. To this day, it's probably the bougiest tattoo shop I've been in. And I mean that in a good way. Like, they have fancy little snacks and stuff like that. If you're interested in getting a first tattoo maybe, and you don't mind spending a little bit more money, and you're maybe worried about like the tattoo shop experience, because I've definitely been in some of them that are a bit more intimidating, then I would suggest stay humble 100%. All of the artists are really, really nice. They're just like nice, normal guys. If you're in the Baltimore area, definitely be sure to check it out, along with this next shop that did the next tattoo I'm going to talk about. This is my very first explicitly Harry Potter tattoo. I have, if you haven't seen my other videos, a fox here. It's actually done by the same artist. A fox is my Patronus, so I always called it a Harry Potter tattoo, but this is my first one that other people would be able to clock. So obviously this is a bottle of Felix Felicis. I've been sitting on wanting to get a Harry Potter tattoo since I started getting tattooed at 16, and actually my first tattoo when I was 16 did have a little lightning bolt in it for Harry Potter. I love the way he did the smoke. I love the way he designed it. This was done by Jonathan Medina, right side tattoo, also in Baltimore. Next, I actually want to show off my hand tattoo, because when I made a video about my hand tattoo, it was for the first round of healing, and since then I've gone and got it touched up, and it looks so much better now. This was done by Igor Puente at 10,000 Foxes. Most people when they look at this tattoo think these are the eyes of the snake and these are like orbs, but in fact he does four-eyed animals, so these are actually the snake's eyes. I sort of collect snake tattoos. Basically half my tattoos are snake tattoos. I have like a weird collection of different interpretations of snakes all over my body. And then my most recent tattoo is this one. This is Killua from Hunter x Hunter, which is my all-time favorite anime done. I got it done at, I can't even remember the name of the tattoo shop, but I got it done by Nero, who does lots of anime tattoos, so I'm gonna be going back to him for a lot more work. So those are all my new tats. For those of you who are curious, I get questions about them literally on every single video, asking me to talk about my new ones because you guys see them on my body just casually. Let me know in the comments which of my new tattoos is your favorite. That sleeve, my hand, the Felix Felicis tattoo, and the Killua tattoo, because I am curious about what direction you guys think I should go on my tattoos, and all of these are very, very, very different. I'm gonna go ahead and put on my concealer, and then we're gonna get into this holiday collection because it is too bomb. Hi guys, sorry this is like potato cam. I forgot to mention, Lancome has been ridiculously generous, and they're allowing me to give away one of 5 complete Lancome Holiday Rose Gold collections. So the entire thing. I'm gonna leave a link in the description on how to do that. Definitely make sure to check it out if you're at all interested. I'm sure you guys all are, because it's incredible. Like I said, it's super easy to enter. I would definitely wanted to make sure that I mentioned that on here. Sorry for the room and everything, okay? Oh, I was gonna do a hair flip, but it got caught to my lipstick. So for foundation, I'm gonna be going ahead and going in with the Dual Finish foundation from Lancome. I have not used her yet, as you guys can see, but this maybe looks like my shade. The only products I've actually used from what I was gifted are some of the lipsticks and the skincare, so that I can tell you guys about the skincare. Everything else is gonna be like a first impression. Go ahead in with my brush. Yeah, that's my shade actually. This is actually kind of a bomb foundation for me. Can you guys see what's going on here? This is actually a bomb foundation for me because okay, focus. I really do not like full coverage foundations. I just like a sheer wash of a little something. So here is the side with foundation, and here's the side without the foundation. It feels really nice on top of that moisturizer. It feels very velvety and like silky almost. So here without foundation and here with foundation. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side of my face, and then I'll hop back to you guys. Okay, so while I was off camera, I finished my foundation, and I also added a little bit of like bronzing lately. And by lately, I mean like the past 6 months maybe. I haven't been contouring. I've just been bronzing my face. You can see when I turn, I have really prominent cheekbones. They just kind of sit like that when I talk. Kind of big already. Letting contouring go. I still contour the schnoz, but other than that, on like the sides of my face, I'm not carving anything out. I just kind of bronze and warm it up with a mix of like random bronzers and blush and stuff like that, and I've been preferring it. So I'm actually gonna go in with highlighter next before we get to eyes. Now I have the craziest product that I want to show you guys because it is so next level. So from the Lancome Holiday Collection is this bad boy. Now this, on top of having some of the prettiest packaging of all time, is one of the coolest products that I've seen other people have before and I've never actually had. I don't know how to pronounce this. It is La Rose à Poudre. It's limited edition. It's from the Starlight Sparkle collection, and it is freaking gorgeous. It is this rose, and this rose is a highlighter. I don't want to use it because I love it, but I will show you with just like a little touch of my finger. Do you guys see that like iridescence? It just adds the prettiest freaking highlight. It is ridiculous. It is the most like light reflecting but subtle, just it's so pretty, and I'm so tempted to use it all the time because it matches my skin tone so well. Like, look at that. It just adds the prettiest sheen, but I will refrain because there's another highlighter that I want to use as well. So this is the Starlight Sparkle highlighter palette. It looks like this from the front. Lancome has the prettiest packaging of all time. You guys probably know that already. So I think I'm going to go ahead in with this golden shade. That's so pretty. Like, I just love the way these look. It's just so So classy. Everything in this collection is so classy. Tap that along the bridge of my nose. You guys, a lot of people have commented on my nose highlight before being like, you look ridiculous. I don't care. I love like a strong nose highlight. I will never give it up. I love the way it looks. I know lots of people don't. Sorry. I will zoom you guys in. This is what she's looking like so far. You guys see what I mean about the foundation though? Like I love the way that powder looks. It's so pretty. And honestly, I never say this because I'm such an eyeshadow girl, but I feel like this is just a look on its own. However, we are gonna get into eyeshadow. So we have two options from this collection that we can pick from for eyeshadow. My camera cannot focus, but this is the first. It is absolutely gorgeous. There we go. This is the Starlight Sparkle eyeshadow palette from the collection. I'm actually not gonna be using this palette because there's another one that I am so jazzed about that's also in this collection, but I am gonna swatch them all on my arm for you guys so you can see what they all look like. Okay, y'all, I am literally geeking. These glitters. These are literally one swipe. Here, 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 and here, and here. I don't even know if this is like capturing how freaking gorgeous they are. It looks like you had to put down a glitter primer and then added like a glitter on top. But holy crap, no, that's one swipe. The rest of the shades, everything went on real smooth like butter. But these, we might have to be using these later. I don't know how I'd work them into the look I was thinking based on the other palette, but oh my god. I am not exaggerating in the slightest when I say that I've never, ever, ever in my life seen glittery shades like that come from a pan. So here's the palette I was planning on using exclusively. This one called to me, especially those sort of bronzy shades there over here on the side. Freaking stunning, absolutely gorgeous. I don't know what direction we're gonna end up going in. I am gonna go ahead and take sand though, this shade right here, and pop that all over my upper lid. So this is just gonna be our base shade. I prefer when palettes have this sort of base shade that's a little bit more on like the brown side rather than the really, really light cream side because I'm obviously not that light as a human being, and it's sort of a rarity. So as soon as I saw this, I was like, yes. This look already looks so pretty that I want to do something simple, but I feel like that's doing like an injustice to the palettes because the palettes are so gorgeous. I'm gonna go in with henna and I'm just gonna pop that on sort of like the outer corner of my eyes in a bit of a V shape, just to add some dimension. Can you guys tell I'm really torn about what I want to do? These shadows are literally applying like butter, like straight butter. And I'm gonna bring that up a little bit into the crease. Okay, I think with those two shades I have stalled as long as I possibly can. I think I'm gonna do like a half cut crease. Okay, in that case I'm gonna go ahead in with a bit more henna and really deepen up that outer corner of the eye and bring that in even further on my eye and over the crease. And obviously I'm gonna blend all this out. For just having like one swipe of color, it's really, you can already tell it's not gonna take as long to blend because the shadows are so smooth and so creamy. The eyeshadow palette came with this brush, so I'm so curious about what we use her for. I'm gonna try to blend with it just for giggles. I mean, I hate that it's working. I don't think this is really what it's meant for, but okay, so next I'm gonna go ahead and carve out a half cut crease with my concealer. I didn't bring that brown all the way in because we're gonna be covering it anyway. Whenever I do a half cut crease or a full cut crease or any kind of cut crease, I literally just take my concealer on like any standard eyeshadow, no, eyebrow brush and just go ahead and carve it out and then fill it in. And then I'm actually gonna use one of the new brushes from the Lancome eyeshadow palette, and I'm just gonna like go ahead and sort of taper this, concealer off so that it all blends really nicely. Okay, so this is what I've got so far. This eye is not quite blended and not quite concealed, but for color that we're gonna put in the cut crease, I think I'm gonna go in with a silver, which is kind of unlike me, but I wanna use this shade from the eyeshadow palette so freaking bad. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and go in with, and I'm just gonna be using my finger, just putting it over exactly where we have that concealer. Do you guys see that? It's insane. So I always start with trying to do two eyes on camera and then I get really tired of it and just end up doing one and doing the other one off camera. I'm sorry if you guys care about seeing both my left and right eye. This is Rose Quartz from the Shadow palette. I'm just gonna add a little something something up here so that there's a little bit of dimension. And then I think I'm also gonna go ahead and pop that same shade on my inner corner. And then I'm gonna add back a little bit of the depth that we lost when we covered outer corner of our eye, like smooth that concealer in. I feel bad that you guys are looking at my unblended eye, sorry. Next, because of course, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with henna and add an under eye bag. I do this with every single look, whether it makes sense or not. I just love to make my eyes look a little bit bigger. It never ever makes sense stylistically until I put on my lashes. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this eye, make her look semi-respectable, put on my lashes, put on my mascara, and I will come back and show you guys what the eye look looks like. And there we are. I am all finished up. This is the completed look with the Lancome holiday collection. Sorry, I'm looking at myself in the monitor again. This is obviously quite dramatic and quite smoky and quite dark, but I feel like you could also, at least I would feel comfortable getting away with this on like the day-to-day. I feel like you don't have to just wear this to like a holiday party necessarily. I do want to mention I added a little bit more of the highlighter with my finger, which I think worked really, really well. I also added it to the inner corners, that same highlighter shade I talked about before. I don't know, I think this turned out really cute, right? So I think that's all I have for you today, guys. I think this Lancome holiday collection, if you wanted to give it to a family member as a gift, would be like the nicest thing. I'm actually gonna buy it for my mom, a fresh new one for Christmas, because she is obsessed with everything in here. You've got the eyeshadow palettes, you've got that beautiful rose highlighter, you have a highlighter palette, you have a lip palette that I didn't even get the chance to mention. Should I show it? I'll show it off. So freaking stunning. You have mascara that I used that I didn't even talk about. The packaging is obviously gorgeous and the makeup itself is so high quality, which I expected but was somehow still blown away by. So thank you for sticking around for this entire video. I know the lights probably changed, it's getting dark now. And more importantly, thank you for being my friend today and always, and I will see you guys in the next one very soon. Mwah. Bye guys.